If you happen to notice lime green wastewater in the Fox River and Pere, New Water, the brand of the Green Bay Metropolitan Sewerage District, says not to worry. An investigation found the water turned that color because a locally owned business likely flushed a dye-containing product used in car washes into the sewer system. While the color may be visible in the waterways, the company says its operations are still running smoothly. New Water is now coordinating with the Wisconsin DNR as its De Pere facility is not designed to filter or remove those types of dyes.